Hello and welcome back everybody. It's Complicated Relationships Reddit Stories. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. Now let's see what the story is about today. What if you find out that your wife is making plans to meet up with another man behind your back? What would you do? Would you confront her immediately? Or do you wait for the right moment? Let's find out everything about it in this story. Also, if you like what I do, please give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel.
I've been married to my wife for just over 5 years. We have a 4-year-old daughter. For the past week or two, I've had my suspicions that my wife was talking to someone or cheating on me. Last night, after I got home, when she was asleep, I checked her phone and confirmed my suspicions. She has been talking to a coworker, and the texts from the past 2 days ranged from both of them saying, "I love you," to making plans for him to come to my house today while I'm at work. While they didn't definitively say they were going to have physical relations, it was strongly implied. There is some evidence of other physical acts already have taken place.
Right now, OP is sitting at a Waffle House.
I'm planning on trying to get proof of the visit if he does come over by watching when my alarm goes through the app on my phone. I could stop them from having relations by going home and confronting her before it happens, but it could cost me a lot in the long run if our marriage does fall apart. I love her and don't want it to end, but I can't see how I can forgive her for this. Even if I confronted her now, I would always still feel the same as if she did sleep with him. This hurts so much. I love her more than anything, and I feel like there is a hole in my chest and lead in my stomach. I am physically hungry, but can't bring myself to eat because I'm so nauseous. I can't stop shaking. I can't think straight. I feel like a part of me has been taken out. I'm terrified of what this will mean for my life, and more than that, the life of my daughter.
Now, OP says he doesn't know what to do. Here is the first update.
I have yet to confront them, as the guy hasn't shown up, and I don't think he will, today at least. Maybe she caught on that I knew. I tried to play it like nothing was wrong this morning when I left, but it did hurt. Not sure if she bought it. In their texts, they planned for him to come over Thursday morning. If he doesn't show up, I think I'm going to talk to her about it tonight.
Here is the second update.
The guy never showed up, so here's the current plan. I'm going to act like nothing is wrong for now. After talking to you all, and family, I think I can put on to act like nothing is wrong. I'll go see a lawyer in the morning, and I talked to a PI that I'll probably be hiring. I know from the text that she planned on having him come over during the hunting trip that I have planned for next weekend, so I'm going to make sure I go and that the PI knows. I think I've decided I'm done because it's not just a physical relationship. She tells him she loves him, and she doesn't seem to love me anymore. I feel like she's trying to use me. She wanted a new car and for me to pay for her to go to school, but wanted to be with him. Currently, she left to, presumably, pick up my daughter from daycare. I'm watching the time. I know how long it should take. If she takes longer, I can guess where she went. Either way, I'm going to try to make it through Christmas and my daughter's birthday next Friday without saying anything about this. Hopefully, the PI can find evidence then.
Now, here is the third update.
So, I came home and acted normal. We joked a bit, and that hurts when you're heartbroken, and had dinner. Sitting on the couch after dinner, she asks me to pause the TV and asks when I was going to mention it. I asked what it was, and she said she knew I saw the texts. She tells me that he didn't come over, which I obviously knew, and that she told him she doesn't want to talk to him anymore. She blocked his number. Obviously, since she has done this, the original plan is off the table. My heart is broken. I don't know if I can ever forgive her or trust her. I don't know if I can be in a relationship with her. She wants to work on us.
Now the wife kept saying that she was talking to him because she didn't feel wanted.
She didn't feel a deep emotional connection between us, and he knew all the right things to say. She said she told him she couldn't be with him and told him multiple times she was done with him. Yet, here she is inviting him to our house. She said it wasn't a choice what she felt for him. The exact story was along the lines of, he was hanging around at my register one day, and I accidentally touched his hand, and it was like electricity. I know you're probably reading this and thinking it's a load of BS. Yeah, me too. How am I supposed to trust her? I can't see her side of this. Should I give her a chance? Should I try to work on things? I don't know. I told her I can't decide now. I have to think about it. I'm thinking about asking some coworkers if I can crash on their couch for a few days.
Opie wanted to get away from it all and think. Of course, he wanted to come back for Christmas for his daughter's sake.
I don't see any point in hiring the PI now, as I genuinely don't think she'll do anything for a while. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm taking plenty of precautions in the meantime to make sure I know what she is doing, and if anything is questionable, I'm done. Of course, I won't tell her about any of this.
Now, here is update 4.
I'm going to do a little Q&A section for the most asked questions. Question 1, how did she find out I know? Answer, 2 ways. She had a strong suspicion that I knew because when she woke up, there was a notification on her phone for a new screenshot, but when she clicked it, there was no file. She was 100% sure I knew once she found this post. Yup, she's seen it. Question 2, what did she say when I asked her if it's a physical relationship? She said no. I am inclined to believe her because many of the texts, including some of the last ones, he was saying how excited he was to finally see how hot her body is. That's a direct quote from him from the texts. Now, does this mean I believe that she didn't? No, not at all. It doesn't change how I feel whether she did or not. She planned on it, and probably would have if I hadn't found out. It'll be a long time before we are ever intimate again. If we ever are, I will definitely have us both checked for STDs. Question 3, how do I know she won't do it again? Answer, obviously I don't. If we try to fix things, I'll probably never be able to fully trust her again. She's going to have to prove that she will be 100% honest with me.
The wife was saying that she did what she did because she felt unwanted. Still, she understood it was her fault.
She knows she should have talked to me. She knows she is the one in the wrong. She says she doesn't blame me for it. I didn't push her away and make her do this. She said she could control how she felt for him, which I still have a hard time believing, but she could have controlled what she did. She let him talk her into it because I think that even if she doesn't realize it, it's what she wanted at the time. Our marriage hasn't been perfect. We've had issues communicating, especially lately. I felt like she didn't care enough. Neither of us tried enough to work on it. Does that mean I blame myself for this? No, not even a little. She did this, and she knows that's how I feel. I'm not trying to make you guys like her. I just want you to understand that I never did think that she is a terrible person. She is a terrible wife for what she did to me, but in general, she is not a bad person. I thought long and hard about what I wanted. What would make me happy? I'm not going to make the decision to stay or leave based on what she wants. I'm not going to decide to stay to keep our family together.
Now, Opie thinks he has to make the decision based on what he wants.
I knew that she knew about the SC law on infidelity and that she wouldn't be entitled to alimony if she was caught. That was my only defense, so I don't think she'd do anything with anyone for a long time, which means that hiring a PI now or when I go hunting next weekend would be useless. However, if she's reading this and knew I wasn't hiring one, she could think she could get away with it. I'm putting some safeguards in place to ensure that doesn't happen, or if it does, I have proof. I came up with an idea. I knew I couldn't and wouldn't trust her for a long time if we ever tried to fix things. I figured out the only thing that can even start to make me believe that maybe she actually wants to stay with me for me and work on our relationship and not stay with me for what I can do for her.
Maybe she's lying to him. Maybe she is really just a POS. But Opie knew her well before she did this.
I don't think she did it because she wanted to sleep with someone else. I don't think she did it because she doesn't love me. I think she did it because he was telling her the exact same things I used to when we were first together. She thinks the worst of herself. She's also super introverted and doesn't get to know many people. This is the first job she's had where she's been around other people in years. Of course, this doesn't excuse anything, but I felt like it was relevant.
Now here is update number 5.
So we talked. We tried to work things out. She said she felt like she wasn't getting enough out of the marriage and that I didn't care or talk to her. Last night, she started setting up an air mattress in the extra room, and I saw she had some new sheets that she had ordered to fit it. I looked at her phone to see when she had ordered them, and I saw she was texting him again. So, obviously, we're done. We will be getting a divorce. I know a lot of you are going to say, I told you so, but I was 100% aware this was a possibility when I tried to work things out, and I don't regret it at all. I will look back on this in the future and know I did everything I could to fix things. I have nothing left to regret, and that makes me happy. I tried, and I can never blame myself now. She is currently planning to move back to Florida with her family, which means leaving this guy too. I genuinely believe she regrets hurting me, but I can't help how she feels. I don't think she's leaving me to be with him. In my opinion, she's excited about the pursuit, the puppy dog love that you get when you meet someone new.
Now, let's quickly get on to the last update after 4 years. After a day or two of the activities that took place in my last post, my ex, we'll call her Sheila, and I spoke. She made promises to stop talking to the other guy, but of course, she could not keep her promises. Within a month or two, after trying and failing counseling, Sheila moved out. She moved in with her lover and remained together to this day. I retained custody of our daughter and life went on. I went through deep depression and I'm honestly surprised that I came out of the other side of it. I have you all, my daughter and my mother, to thank for that. Sheila went on to get pregnant with the other man's kid. She lost it, got pregnant again, and had the second kid, whom was taken by CPS for 6 odd months for suspected abuse. We actually get along better now than we have since I discovered she was cheating. Not to say we are friends, but I've moved on and have stopped holding resentment for what she did to me. I believe in karma and feels like she has gotten hers. She hasn't had an easy life for the past 4 years. I haven't stopped resenting her for being a bad mother, but I have accepted that I can fix it. Instead, I'm focused on being the best father I can be for my daughter. She just turned 8 and is the most amazing child anyone could ask for. I actually just came out of a 2-year relationship that didn't end badly. We were just going our separate ways. For the first time in my life, I'm happy and excited as a single man. My life isn't perfect, but it's as good as it's ever been. Thank you so much everyone that helped me through this hard part of my life, and I'll never forget you. To anyone going through a difficult time, remember it gets better, just make it to the other side. It's worth it, I promise. Love you all. End of the story. Hey OP, well done. That takes a lot for anyone to go through, and you made it out a better father and a man. Keep going down the same path, and I promise you, at the end of it, you'll all be very happy and healthy with a daughter that loves you more than anything. Good luck to you, OP. All the best. Thank you all for listening. Please like, comment and share the video if you enjoyed it. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you will be notified when we upload the next video. Take care.